Well, hi, you guys. I'm going to apologize for the lighting and the fact that I'm using a phone, but I wanted to pop on and say hi because I know many of you have been wanting an update, and I don't have a whole lot to update you guys on, but I just wanted to pop on and say hi and tell you guys that I love you and I miss you, and I want to thank all of the YouTubers who have been making these incredible Inspired by Kneady videos for my channel. I try to pop on the premiere for those. Those are being set up as a premiere so that they have like a little live chat. And so when I can, sometimes I can't make it because of therapy, but when I can, I like to jump on and chit chat with you guys, even if it's just, 10, 15 minutes, just to kind of hang out with you guys. So thank you to all of the YouTubers who have been pouring love into my channel. I'll never be able to thank you enough. And also I wanted to thank you guys who have been sending me cards and gifts in the mail. Get all types of gifts, from blankets to gifts of money to toys for the kids to books to read, and Bible verses and just letters. And I read them every night with my girlfriend, Allison. We get on FaceTime and we open the mail together and we go through each and every one, and she reads each and every one to me. And then when she comes and visits, she comes up about once a week now and she drops everything off for me. And I have all of your cards saved in a huge box now. I have hundreds of them, and I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with them, but I want to put them in some kind of keepsake book because they mean so much to me. And I'll tell you, when the grief is really heavy for me, I like to pull a card or two out and sit and read them. And it's amazing because it's like God knows which card I need to read, because depending on how I'm feeling, the cards that I pull out always seem to be like the perfect, it says the perfect thing to me in that moment. And so just know that they are getting me through. And I will leave the P.O. box down below. If you guys want to send me a card or send me a letter, you're more than welcome to. Allison has the P.O. box for a little while longer. And I'm living on it. It's like the fuel my soul needs right now. As you can see, I am home with the kids. I've kind of been laying low. We were in a lot of the news, and I needed a little privacy coming home. I needed that for the kids, for me. We just needed some time. Mandy came out more to life, and she stayed with me for 2 months. She's just recently headed back home, and now my dad and my stepmom are staying with me, and they'll be with me for a few months. So all of that is going very well, and I'm very blessed to be surrounded by so many people who love me, who love my babies, who love all of my children. And my older boys have been coming up every weekend. My sister and her kids and friends have been stopping by. Even new friends that I met at the hospital have been stopping by and taking care of whatever I need done. My boys have been doing things around the house for me, and they just last weekend built a new deck for me. I'm truly blessed. All of your well wishes and prayers, I feel them. I feel them and I need them. And they are my fuel right now. As our bodies are mending, the kids are doing well. Their cast came off. Mina is still non-weight bearing on her arm. Mason's breaks have healed. Mina also had a traumatic brain injury where she lost consciousness. So she is also under the care of a neurologist. So we're watching her on that. But they are doing well and they're healing well, and they're doing so well now that they're home, and the dog is back, and they're out playing with the chickens, and it's home, and this is where Daddy is. All of his things are still here, and and his energy is still here. So we are seeing grief counselor, a family grief counselor now we get to do together. And they have us doing some projects together. We're making a daddy pillow using one of his favorite t-shirts. And so we're moving through the grieving process. And it is like, it's like ocean waves, you know. The waves come and you ride them when they're there, and then they go. And so we're getting through. I'm doing pretty well. I'm healing slowly. I have a lot of fractures to heal. And, you know, unfortunately, your body can only heal broken bones so fast. So it really is just a waiting game. I have a pretty significant, I had a crushed leg, so my fracture in my leg is pretty significant. And so being able to walk is very slow. I'm now at 50% weight bearing. I'm easing my way up to 50%, but I am able now to do stairs once a day. It takes a lot out of me, and it is extremely brutal pain-wise, but it allows me at least to leave the house to go to the hospital, like today, where I needed another CAT scan on my brain, because I still do have fluid in 2 areas, the frontal lobe and in the back of my brain. And you'll notice that I got a haircut. If those of you who don't know, we were hit by, I'll leave the link to the video up above, but we were hit head on by a drunk driver going 75 miles an hour. And my husband was killed instantly. And when I say instantly, because I know some of you were like, well, how did Mason, you know, hear Matt's last breath if he died instantly? He died instantly from his brain trauma. But the body takes a little while to die. So it was moments, but nonetheless, his brain injury is what killed him. And I'm healing. I'm healing slowly. And so I still have water, or fluid, I guess you would say fluid, in my brain. So we took another look at it today, and I meet with my neurologist on Friday, virtually. So, because all of my surgeons and doctors are out of U of M, which is like a 4-hour drive from my house. So that kind of trek is a little hard on my body still. So, I'm probably going to be able to get back to driving sometime in the fall, I'm hoping, if things continue to go well. But it is a very slow recovery physically. My rib fractures, my lung is healed. I had a collapsed lung, and my wrists are healing. They're pretty deformed though. And that is probably not going to change. I have some big titanium, they look like rakes, in my wrists now. But they're coming. I'm gaining movement. I can now write my name in cursive, so that's exciting. I still can't write a letter or anything, but I told Bev from our half-acre homestead I'm going to start writing her letters, and then she can keep tabs on my progress of my handwriting as I go along. So healing, grieving, mourning, it's hard. With my girlfriend Allison, I'll show you, we put Matt's Steelers jersey in a shadow box, and my dad put it up there for me so I can see it. It might be a little too much for me though, so I don't know if it'll stay there or not, but it's been hard for me to get on camera, and I know, and I apologize for that, because I know many of you have just wanted an update just to see how we're doing, but it's difficult because I feel like I cry all the time. And so anyway, short haircut, thanks to jaws of life. They had to cut me out of the car. That's what I was saying. That's part of my brain injury. I do forget where I was at when I'm talking. So, part of cutting me out of the car was cutting my hair. So my son's girlfriend, who's a beautician, do they call it beautician, hairdresser? I don't know the correct proper term anymore. brain damage. But she cut my hair on Easter for me, and so now I have nice short hair and big bald spots in the back of my head where they shaved me bald, but that's okay because that'll all grow back. So I'm just very thankful to be alive, and I'm thankful for all of you, and I want you to know that I feel your prayers and I need them. God is good, and God has brought me through this, and I talk to him all day long every day. I think God's probably tired of hearing from me, but not once have I been angry. In fact, I think this whole experience has changed me. My sister says it's for the good, because she says I'm even more, how would you say it, more full of grace. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do feel forever changed by all of this. So I thank you. I miss you guys. After Inspired by Kneady, I want to do my dad wants to do some videos for the channel. He wants to do meat pasties, from the Yooper, because he's from the UP. So Yooper pasties, and I think he said stuffed shells, and I think he wants to do stuffed cabbage rolls, and so he has some ideas of things that he wants to do, and I'm hoping I can do them with him just a little bit, maybe in the background, at least film him, and maybe that's something we can do like father and daughter as I hopefully ease my way back into my channel and making videos. It's a lot. It's a lot right now. By the grace of God go I. And I'm very lucky to be alive. And I'm very fortunate that my children aren't orphans and they have me. And I'm extremely fortunate to be loved and to be lifted by all of you. And I would not be able to go through this without you guys. And the GoFundMe, my son closed the GoFundMe. All of the love that you poured into that for my children, that's all going on if you see a name, Eric Mead, that is one of my lawyers, and he's taking that and putting it in a trust to take care of it. And so I now have a living will. I have a lot of things in place that I didn't have before. And so I never want to put my family through what they went through. They did a beautiful job. They came together. Everybody took a role. And the way that they handled it was just perfection. And so, but if something tragic were to ever happen again, I don't want them to have to worry about that again. I have everything laid out now for them, along with money for the children in case anything happens to me. I'm still on Lovenox. I'm still fighting blood clots and all the things. So I'm out of the woods, but I'm not fully out of the woods, if you know what I mean. So thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the prayers. I will take each and every one of those prayers that you want to give me and my family. We are all just blown away by your response to our family and to our tragedy, and hopefully to our recovery here. We're going to recover and we're going to be okay. And I'm already thinking of tools that I'll need, or different ways that I'll have to need bread, and maybe this will be a blessing to somebody else out there who's struggling with bad hands or bad arms, or not being able to walk or stand. And so there's always good that's going to come out of tragedy, always. So, with that, the sun is going down. I've talked already 15 minutes. See, I can always talk to you guys, right? I always say that. I just get talking to you guys. I could go on all night. So I love you guys very much. And I'm every day you're on my heart. Every single day I think about you guys. And every time you reach out to me, I can't answer to everyone, you know, because I cannot type yet. That I'm still working on. I can do the phone a little bit, but I have a bad thumb that's going to need, and it's going to require an additional surgery. I can lift this one, but I can't lift this one. And that's my dominant hand. And so that's why they're worried about that one. So like writing is challenging for me. But I want to thank you here. And I'm going to try to be back more often, just to pop in and say hi, maybe take you out to see the chickens, or my dad says he's going to do a little garden for me, maybe some salad. We did plant today a weeping willow tree for Matt, because when I think of a tree, I think of a weeping willow with Matt. Big, strong, gentle, protective, beautiful, and and I miss him, you guys. So I'm riding the waves, but know that I feel your prayers, and I need each and every one of them, and I want to thank you. So, all right, you guys, I'll see you soon.